Jan, first of all, congratulations. Obviously, quite a crazy game, a crazy middle game, and some intriguing opening preparation from you. You have a lot of experience in these structures. Tell us a bit about it.
Well, thank you, but first of all, I don't think I have any experience in these structures. Yes, so I think it's better to ask Fabiano, yeah, who played this line for quite a bit. F3, 4. So I think I spent quite some time checking this line before their match in Astana. But yeah, I had several ideas, let's say, to play on for a win with white pieces, but there were like two problems. First of all, I didn't really need to play for a win like badly because, okay, I never was behind in the scores. And the second thing that I think in the first game, Dink played like in the second white game, yeah, like he played, he opted for Queen's Gambit instead of the Nimzo. So yeah, this basically didn't happen there, then, back then. So yeah, I was going like to play this line several times, but okay. Normally people don't go into Nimzo, yes, so okay, this line is fun, yeah, okay, objectively I think black is fine. But maybe there is like psychologically, okay, you're a bit of annoyed with, okay, these pawns marching towards your king, and yeah, like this road for the rook a2, g2 is, you don't see it too often, yeah, but I was quite worried about knight h5 here.
After h1?
Yeah, because knight h5 would change like the pace of the game, so probably I'll go king f2, f5, takes, bishop d3. And I wasn't sure like which move should I start with, because the problem, I mean, knight e6, queen e8, I didn't check this particular move order, because the problem was I wanted to go g4 here, let's say, but g4 I was quite unhappy with e5. And let's say if I play knight e2, I think ed, cd, knight e4 is quite nice for black, and basically I cannot even get a transposition. So maybe that's why if I want to get to this position, maybe I should start with rook e2, but I wasn't sure as well, yeah, like rook e2. Maybe it's like the cunning move order, yeah, like to combine like rook e2 and then g4, h4. But fortunately for me, after h4, he didn't play like knight h5, yeah, and he opted for another move. And this, I think, like structure-wise, is quite a decent game for white. Yeah, I mean, okay, at least white has some simple plan. Okay, of course, h6, knight h7, f6 is always an option, but it's also like, it's like comp shows like black is perfectly fine, but I mean, like, okay, there's g4, f4, g5, I mean, everything is marching forward, so, well, and basically the interesting thing is, okay, pawn on c4, anyway, we abandon the queen side, more or less, and the pawn on c4 maybe won't be, you wouldn't count this pawn until the endgame.
What's the real truth to this position? Obviously, the engine right now is showing
I think it's
quite
balanced. I think it's quite balanced, yes, so, I mean, it's strategic, I mean, it's like, it's impossible to analyze this position here, because I think it's about like 5 lines of zeros, so about around zeros in every position after every move.
And this is with strong
this
not with this one.
Yes, with this strong one. So here I wasn't sure, like, should I start with g4 or rook e2, so, but I don't know, rook e2, like g4, and here, like, I didn't really check the queen c6, maybe because more precisely, like g4, g5 to invite knight on d7 first, so queen doesn't go. But I think I checked this position with queen on d8 and knight on d7, slightly different ones, so I cannot really understand like what's the big difference here, because well, I mean, as you mistakenly said that I'm a big expert in these positions. Yeah, because I'm not.
I'm still not sure if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, so here exchange of knight e2. So basically, yeah, maybe it's not such a big problem for black, but okay, at least optically, this g5, g6 is a bit annoying. And the thing that if you take on c4 with the knight, let's say, yeah, with the knight, okay, here basically g5, g6 is fine, but technically, for example, white can just go this length, then go castle on the next turn, and then, okay, just slowly play this position as it's normal, because once again, knight on c4 is sort of like a beautiful piece, but is basically doing nothing, yeah.
Controlled by the bishop.
Yeah, I mean, okay, the bishop on c1, yeah, like, so only piece we developed was the rook, so bishop on f1 was exchanged by the opponent, and knight goes to e2. Yes, and then, okay, in many positions, white just castles and then just plays like, it's like knight g3, g5, f4, and so on. I mean, I don't know what's the truth here, but yeah, at least it's like...
It looks practically very
It's fun,
nice.
To play for white, like, unlike many other lines, yeah, when you sort of like... I mean, okay, normally you don't want to get a bad position with white out of the opening, but sometimes why not? Yeah, so here knight d7, g5, e5. I wasn't sure what to do because, well, if it would be like queen on e8 and knight on c4, I would surely like go something like Yeah.
I don't think we can.
You cannot draw an arrow.
No,
Yeah?
no.
So let's say queen and 8, knight on c4. Probably I would just make a castle, knight g3, f4, and so on. Yeah, knight on c4. So probably then I castle because okay, attack never really works. But here I felt like okay, maybe my attack should be quite decent. So I played g6. And here, okay, h6, but I'm not sure that h6 is that good. I mean, at least like h6, you need to be really cold-blooded to play like this. So takes queen c1. I think it's like a big mess, but I think white is normally enjoying this. Yeah, like king g7. I didn't really consider h6 as an option, yeah, because of this. But maybe it's like the position is, in fact, is fine. So king just runs to d8 and to c8, like step by step.
I was analyzing.
But this is a bit too cool, yeah. I mean, like
with mirror, this looks not like a practical.
I don't know. This
black.
is yeah. Doesn't seem too simple, but okay, this clearly deserves some attention.
Yes.
Yeah, but what he did was also quite reasonable. So takes, rook takes f3. So here I had plenty of moves. Like first of all, I wanted to go bishop h6. So I provoke him to take it. Here I play, let's say, bishop d2. But also I wasn't sure about ag, king f7, and also like queen b3. Basically, he comes to b1, and he's just in time to create counterplay. So I'm not sure it's so good. And after gh, king f7. So I didn't like this way. So then I also, I mean, this could be a move, but the problem, okay, knight f8 it says. Okay, knight f8 I would never consider as a move, but maybe it's also good. But I was calculating like this line, rook f8, rook g1. And here, let's say knight f6. Now, okay, knight f6 I go, hang on, here I go rook h4. Yeah, so that's like rook f6, and then here I have to go bishop h6, takes. I probably have to go queen d2. And here, okay, rook f4 he says black is okay, but I thought like rook h3 and black is also doing fine. I should take here, then probably queen e6 or some kind of a move. Okay, here d5. Here at some point I already lost.
These are
was lost in my calculation.
Mind-numbing variations, yeah.
Yeah, but that's why, okay, I mean I had this option like takes and rook g1 and bishop h6 basically winning some material.
Yes.
So luckily, fortunately for black, he has like this rook f7, otherwise it would be like quite unpleasant. Yeah, maybe some queen sacrifice would be necessary. Rook f8 to f8. Yeah, so here I was very curious about this position. So first I thought like queen c6, rook e7, queen e4, rook takes c7, and here I stopped my calculation because all right, like I mean, an exchange up, knight on a5 is quite poor, and yeah, also I restrict both knights with one rook, so it probably should be good. Though here maybe knight b3 was a good move, like to sort of like restrict my queen a little bit, so I don't have this queen c1 ideas, but maybe rook g3, then queen d3 is coming. I mean, practically even like the endgame doesn't prevent me from playing for some mating attack. Yeah, so let's say rook g3, queen d3, then knight g3, knight f5. So I thought like it's a bit more pleasant for white to play.
Yes.
But suddenly he went for knight f6, d5. Okay, knight d7 would be like insanity.
Yes,
yeah, knight d7 I would be, like.
Only if you realize what you've done.
Yeah, but okay, knight e4, but knight e4 looks like not enough because his trick probably was like rook g8, rook f1. Isn't it a draw?
And this game just finished. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Ali Reza versus MVL unbelievably ended in a draw after such a complex
draw.
opening. Yes.
What?
Exactly. Exactly.
Well,
exactly.
I mean, we had a competition with Maxime for the best pawn structure. So first I was very optimistic about my one, but then okay, his pawn structure prevailed clearly. Yeah, I mean, I never seen anything like this.
Yes. That's quite a crazy one.
Yeah. So I calculated something like this, but maybe king f7, what, king g2, here, king h3, queen f3. I wasn't sure about this position. Here, king h2, king h2, rook g2. Yeah, okay. So this also would make some sense, but queen c1 I think is just stronger, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, knight d7 here deserves probably a big round of standing applause. Yeah. So here I calculated it basically till the end, like the whole line which happened in the game. Because it's like it's quite straight and quite forcing. Yeah, e6. Yeah, queen g7 was another try, but also bad. But here's, yeah, I mean, like at this point I calculated like till basically the position he resigned. But I mean, it's not so difficult.
Jan, obviously a very good result for you. How are you feeling about your tournament chances right now? How are you feeling about your form after the St. Louis Random Blitz?
Better than yesterday, and also much better than after Blitz. So after the Blitz, I was quite unsure about my form, but yeah. I guess I had to make some corrections to my schedule, to my routine to keep more energy. Yes, okay, the game was good, and let's say the sort of preparation I think wouldn't work against like every opponent, but yeah, maybe Anish is more like maybe a little bit better player when it comes to like classical structures. So maybe like bluff him a little bit was quite a good idea.
And just one last question.
Yeah.
Peter, in fact, is asking, what did you
Yeah.
calculate after queen takes e4 in this position?
Takes, queen d3, king h8, queen e3, I think. Knight c4, what the? I mean, for sure, for real? Queen e4, okay, queen e4 would never be played in a game. That was a big idea, like.
Queen a4, queen g4.
But queen f8, let's say, then queen e4. Ah, so, okay,
Knight
because,
e4,
I mean, like, what I calculated was, hang on. Yeah, queen d3, king h8, queen e3, so you cannot take. Okay, knight c4 is probably another round of applause. I mean, it's very smart when you see, but that was my calculation. And let's say if he plays queen e8, then rook g6. Okay, on knight f4 as well. Like this. And here something like knight f4, so here I stopped. Yeah, but of course, like knight c4 remains a mystery. Why does it work? I mean, okay, I'm going to take the pawn on h6 and with quite a nasty check, but it says it's equal, okay. So why not?
Well, Jan, obviously you've calculated quite a lot. You definitely spent a lot of energy. We'll let you go get some rest, and
Yeah.
we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.